Yay.
Our Dungeon Master tip of the podcast is party backgrounds.
I love
Gonna be honest,
backgrounds.
this comes from Dungeon Master's Guide from 4th edition.
The deluxe.
Yeah. So, at the start of a new campaign, work with the players to fit their characters into the world and story you have in mind. Don't be afraid to set some parameters for them. This is where this gets different than what we normally talk about. For example, let them know they are starting in a town of Ridgecrest, and you want them all to have grown up there. That's okay. Or you could ask each player to give you a reason their character has come to Ridgecrest from someplace else. Then the players, then ask the players to talk about how their characters know each other to establish some relationship among them from the beginning of the game.
Or building off of the set parameters. It's like, guys, you're playing level 1 characters. No, you cannot say isolated dragon in your background. No, you're not king of a kingdom.
I slayed a dragon. You were sleeping. I don't care.
It was in your dream.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good dream. Those starting relationships can take any form the players desire. Perhaps 2 characters are siblings, or they've been friendly rivals since childhood. One character might have saved one's life. 2 characters might have served in the town militia before or worked as caravan guards together. Perhaps all the characters were born in a different town that was destroyed when they were young children, forcing their families to flee to Ridgecrest.
Or maybe they all know each other from the bar.
From the bar. Want to go to the Winchester? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Wait. Which Winchester are we going to? Dean or Sam?
Wait, he's referring to... Never mind. Relationships between characters also mirror real life relationships between players. If 2 players are related, for example, they might have decided that their characters are related as well, or that their characters are childhood friends. And you'll talk about Shaun of the Dead.
Oh. So, encourage each player to forge connections to at least 2 other characters. This is something we've talked about more than once. These connections create a network of relationships that gives the characters a good reason in the game world to work together as an adventuring party, which can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
These relationships also give them plenty of material to work with in role-playing and gives you hooks for your adventures.
I remember in the past, and I know I mentioned this on the show, but quite some time ago, the RPG Spirit of the Century. And you actually do build into your character creation process how you know at least 2 other people in the group.
Yep.
Like, you basically write your background from when you build your character from childhood to an adult, which is where your skills come from. And you also write up a journal adventure, even if it's just like a story name, because it's based off like the old pulp stories.
Yep.
That features your character. And then as part of the character building process, the player on your right has to figure out how they're involved with that adventure.
I love that.
Then you do the same thing with the player on your left.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that do that sort of thing, and that's why I think we did a whole episode on cool features from other games that you need to include in your game.
Like one example is like one other player, he was a pilot, and this was like a World War I era, mind you. And my character was basically a gentleman jewel thief, thief in general, who's a professional.
A gentleman jewel thief. Yes, I think I will take that from you.
Well, part of his code too was he only
Jarvis,
and he only stole from criminals too. And the way the other player integrated him into my story was he was my escape. I jumped out the high story window and landed on the airplane wings that flew by.
That's so awesome. What was that? Was that that must have been Feng Shui?
No.
What game did you say that was?
Spirit of the Century.
Oh.
It uses the fate system.
Yes. All right. So yes, lots of good tips here. Brandon, do you have anything to add?
I
picked something.
Not really. I mean, I've been using the method that you've shown us, and it's been working really well. So,
well, that's because I'm awesome.
Yeah. I mean, isn't another good example of that was one of their names on Critical Role.
Vex and Vax?
Fjord. No, not Vex and Vax. Well, they're 2 good examples. They're siblings, aren't they?
Yeah, they're character siblings. Yes,
those 2. There's Jester and Fjord. Aren't their players actually married?
I don't know. I've only listened to the first one.
Oh, okay. Well,
spoiler alert.
I didn't say anything then.
All right, so that'll do it for our Dungeon Master tip of the podcast, Party Backgrounds.